Welcome, everybody, to Drunk with Buds, a show about trying new beers with some friends and having discussions you normally would have at a bar. As always, we get our beer information from the Untapped app. That's UNTAPPD.
Whoa.
You can now follow the show there at Drunk with Buds.
What's going on, Badadians? I am your host, Blase, joined by Bruce, the Beer Bandit.
That's me.
It is Cinco De Mayo weekend. Today we are celebrating Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862, led by General Ignacio Zaragoza. And how are we celebrating, Bruce?
Drinking.
Bruce, the Beer Bandit, got a hold of out of state the hard-to-find Cantaritos by Jarrittos. Everyone loves Jarrittos.
That's right.
And now we got our hands on the hard sodas. I did not know they made these.
Yeah.
Until you came to my desk with a pack.
Your desk.
Yeah, my desk.
I had to shut up at his work. Hey, man, look what I got.
Oh, no.
Well,
All right,
we got 4 different flavors to try today.
What flavors? Mandarin?
Mandarin, yep. We got fruit punch. We got tamarind.
And
pineapple.
Mango?
No, I think it's pineapple.
Okay. Yeah, we got 4 flavors to try today. I'm super excited because I am a fan of Jarritos, the regular kind. Anytime you go to a Mexican restaurant and you get some tacos, steak tacos, carne asada, you have to have one of those bad boys. Before we get into the episode, please like and subscribe to our podcast on your podcast listening platform. Give us a 5-star. It helps us get discovered. You can also follow us on every social media platform there ever is at Drunk with Buds Podcast. Give us a shout out. Message us. We may feature you on a future episode. You can also buy us a beer. Bruce, tell them about our premium subscribers.
That is indeed the best way to help us out, is become a premium subscriber. You know, you have all your friends, and we're your friends too, and you go out to the bar, and you'd buy your buddy a beer. Beers these days at the bar cost about $5 for a nice craft beer. Well, why don't you buy us a beer for the show? We use this money exclusively, for the most part, to buy the beers for the show. We'll give you a shout out saying, this beer is bought by, boom, Vic Cummings, or boom,
Snyderman.
And
my mom, Sylvia
If you make it 12 months in a row, we'll send you out an exclusive shirt. Also, keep an eye out, because we're going to be Patreon here pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. So we will be moving to Patreon for all our subscribing, which we'll transfer over those premium subscribers as well. Which, by the way, the 3 that we did mention, you guys are 2 months away.
All 3 of them?
All 3.
Whoop!
2 months away from getting a t-shirt. So thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing.
All right, let's get into that first beer. I will look up the details on it, and you take some sips.
I'm going to try it out. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Mandarin Hard Soda by Cantaritos by Jarrittos, a flavored malt beverage, 5% ABV, no listed IBUs, 615 check-ins for an average score of 3.58. Cantaritos by Jarrittos is a macro brewery out of Baldwinsville, New York, of all the places. The style guy says, indulge in the sweet, irresistible taste of mandarin orange flavor with a refreshing tartness that leaves your taste buds tingling with delight. It should taste orange, carbonated, sweet, fruity, and smooth. What do you think so far?
Everything you just said is true. This is very tasty. Carbonated. Boom. Check. Definitely taste the mandarin. I do get that Jarritos, that, and then there's followed by like a slight bite. It's not overbearing, the alcohol.
No. I'm right there with you, and then you get hit with a small wave of definite malt liquor vibes.
Yeah, absolutely. But you still get that Jarrito.
Oh, it's 65% Jarritos with a wave of malt liquor, and then the last end is just normal soda. On your tongue. It's a very little syrupy.
It's very refreshing. I'm not gonna lie, very refreshing drink. I'm excited for the fruit punch one. That's the one I was eyeing, so I'm excited for that.
A little bit of bite. That bite's not bad. It
threw me off at first because you're
not expecting it with a Jarrito.
I'm not a hard soda guy anyway. I know there's a lot of hard sodas out there now, and I usually don't go for those.
Hard everything is out there.
Yeah, hard lemonade.
Got one right now.
Whoa, hard what?
A hard soda.
Oh.
Whoa.
But no, it's definitely a delightful little drink. You can definitely see myself doing it in the summer.
Is that the only time you do it? Well, let's do it with a bunch of people watching or listening and having conversations.
This is Pub Talk, where we sit back, relax, and have a little conversation that you would normally have at a bar. Before we dive in to some stuff, I want to give a shout out to AJ Perdomo of The Dangerous Summer. He was on our podcast over the winter.
Yep. Next November.
They just released another single from their new album, Gravity.
And it rocks.
Oh, it's a great song. I'm spacing on the name right now.
Well, while he's looking that up, I also want to give a shout out to another band friends of ours. Heavy in the Heart just released a 420 episode where you ever needed to see the world of Mario Brothers and smoking marijuana. And there you go with some hard-hitting beats. You might be able to see Heavy on the Heart this summer locally somewhere around Fort Wayne. And they're trying to book a venue right here in the Bend. They're looking at late July.
And if they do, you know Drunkle Buzz will be there to support them.
That's right.
Rock out. The Dangerous Summer just released What's an Hour Really Worth, which is the second single off their album Gravity, and it's great. I'm excited for the album. When we had AJ on the show, I told him that. I was so excited, and this made me even more pumped. So I'm ready. So shouts out to them, Dangerous Summer.
Whoop. So we got a lot of things coming around this year. We got a lot of festivals. We're locked into a few of them. We got the Hops and Coaster Drops in Monticello, Indiana. It's our biggest event of the year that we go to. Come out and see us, ride roller coasters, and drink beer and alcohol. What better day could you think you could have?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, you can see the buds, you know.
And we may have some special guests there.
That's right. We might have Romeo and Juliet and maybe some others.
Loggers in Lawrence, Oktoberfest, which that's on September 21st.
Yep. And then we have also in October, finishing off our festival circuit this year, that at least that we're booked into right now, is the Michiana Festival of Beers. It's going to be at the 4-H Fairgrounds in South Bend, Indiana. That'll be in mid to late October. So
what about upcoming guests, though? Who do we got?
Well, we got Amscray. You'll be hearing them on our next released podcast after this one. They're a band from the Brooklyn, New York area. And ironically, there's another Brooklyn. We have in early June, we have Title Holder. They're like a ska band, I believe.
And then we do have the artist Salsa Sharks.
The Salsa Sharks. They're busy right now at C2E2 right here in Chicago.
Delicious.
It's not a food. And then we got a ghost hunter and a wrestler in her way coming on here, Kylie O'Connell.
Yeah.
And she's in our future. And then we got a couple more things in the hoot that are not like.
We do have one that I booked that I'm excited for.
Oh.
The company called Blind Barrels. You may have seen them on Facebook ads. What they do is they send out, you subscribe, it's a subscription service, and then they send out like 4 shots of whiskey for you to try. And it could be like this. They try to send you stuff that you've never had before.
So it's like our show in a box.
Exactly. And a whiskey barrel. So Blind Barrels, they're gracious enough to be on the show as well as sending us some samples. So I'm super excited for that one. That's going to be recorded on June 30th and released in July. So I'm excited for that one.
It's spectacular. What else? I mean, podcast wise, we're pretty covered. What's been going on with you?
Well, we just released the Jordan Mullins show. I don't know, going back to the podcast, but I want to do a shout out to Jordan Mullins and Darren Lee for a great episode. That was fun. And going to Fatbird.
That's right, Fatbird.
Doing this podcast, that's one of the most exciting things we do is like we go on site to places and we just try out new beers. That's our bread and butter. But then he also gave us some food.
That's right. The food.
So shout out Jordan, man. You guys, your cook, it does an amazing job with the menu. It was delicious, and we're very gracious for your hospitality.
Indeed. That just reminded me that I did talk to the brand new owner of Samary's. You know what that is?
Okay, yeah.
So they have a new owner, and they're getting things all set up, and they loved hearing about the show and what we do, and they either want to come on the show with us, like in our studio, or us do a live remote out there. And they are on one of the 2 venues that are very interested in having Heavy in the Heart as a thing.
Ooh, that's a nice venue over there.
Yeah.
Got a nice little setup in the backyard. Do a summer show. Heavy in the Heart, if you're listening, I would definitely look into that venue. If that's something like a size for you, that would be great.
I already talked to both ends of that. I need to get them together. I need to get them. They're talking to each other.
I didn't know Samaria's got a new owner though.
Yeah, so it's Durban's Old Town Tap now, or something like that, something along those lines.
Okay.
Instead of Samaria's.
Oh, they changed the name.
Yeah.
Damn, that kind of sucks. Are they like renovating it, or just gonna be the old what?
Don't know.
Cool.
Don't know. We'll find out when we interview them, I guess.
I mean, it doesn't suck that you change the name. Whatever. As long as the place is great, that's gonna be awesome.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
It's a long tradition of a great place.
But I do want to send one more shout out to Jordan Mullins because I'm hoping to work with him more in the future. He's got other spots that he wants us to do live recordings at, and he's going to join us. And I feel like you're going to be seeing a lot in the future.
Go watch his movies and stuff. Too.
Yeah, go watch him. He's going to be great. His Tom Hardy story was awesome. When I was listening to that, editing the podcast, I heard that again. I was like, man, what a great story. And you hope for the best for the guy. Like, he's just beginning his career in acting, and I'm hoping for great things.
What do you guys normally do do you do anything for Cinco de Mayo at all? Do you try to go out to eat or have a cookout or something like that? Or
normally it's on a Sunday, aren't they? Cinco de Mayo?
No, it just moves around.
Yeah, it's not true at all. It's literally the May 5th. So that could be any different. Yeah, I mean, it's not something that I'm always celebrating, but like when you know it's there, you always got to try to do something with the Mexican culture, like get tacos, have some tequila, go to a Mexican restaurant.
It's kind of like Dingus Day, like when you can arrange to do it, you try to, live it up and have fun doing it.
And on my mom's side is a Mexican family, so, and growing up, it wasn't like a special thing. We did, I think, cookouts and stuff on that day, but like, other than that, it was just eat food and drink some beers. That's how it's always been, and that's what I'm doing today.
Yeah,
which I'm really happy with these right now. What about you? Do you celebrate at all? Mm-hmm. You do.
It's similar. Then, like I said, with Dingus Day, when the Oktoberfest, your St. Patty's Day, when these kind of like regional ethnicity holidays come around, I try to, if I can, indulge in those types of foods and drinks and, hang around if there's parties and stuff and do that. But it's not always possible. I don't go, okay, let's get the calendars out and make sure this holiday is celebrated on there and stuff like that.
Right. It's usually like when it comes to, you just like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go grab something like a tequila or something. But I'm looking on Google and it says, one of the questions is, why don't Mexicans celebrate Cinco de Mayo? Cinco de Mayo is celebrated in Mexico, but not as widely as it is in the United States. In Puebla, the day is observed with military parades, battle reenactments, and other events. In other parts of Mexico, it is not widely celebrated. So
yeah, it's because it's like, if I remember, I know you did your little history lesson before, but it's like the battle before the battle that you got that Mexico got its independence.
Yeah. So
it's not even the penultimate. It was probably decided upon after that battle that they were probably going to win, but it wasn't the finale. So it's kind of I found out from my mother-in-law, who was born and raised in Poland, that they don't really celebrate Dingus Day other than the fact that it's the day where the singles in the villages go together to a party to see if they can end up not being single anymore. And this is a chance to meet people from other villages, and see if there's any kind of matches and stuff like that. But it's just more like, hey, guess what? Easter is done. That's all it really is.
Huh. I didn't know this, but however, following the end of the American Civil War in 1865, the United States began lending money and guns to the Mexican liberals, pushing France and Mexican conservatives to the edge of defeat. So U.S. helped them out on that. So could you say that Cinco de Mayo is kind of like Christmas because we celebrate Jesus' birthday, but he wasn't born on December 25th?
In that very narrow way of thinking, sure.
That's me, narrow-minded.
No, I meant narrow as in just ignore everything else about it and just look at the date part. Sure.
Okay, cool. I thought I was correlating that pretty well. But yeah, cool. What else we got going on? This springtime. Are you going to go to the liquor store? So we don't drink just on the podcast. So obviously we go home and we have some beer sometimes and when we're away from each other, we drink. What are some of your springtime beers that you're looking forward to picking up? Or do you normally just go to have every week you just get the same thing?
Oh, I don't get. I rarely get the same thing. But when spring comes around, is when Squeeze Box comes back from Urban Artifact.
Sir.
It's one of my favorite. Spyglass should be, that's all the time. But the Key Punch, I love the Key Lime one they have from them comes out. It's also when you get your Summerfest beers to start coming out. Let's see. Oberon has a raspberry Oberon in the springtime that I'm a big fan of. That's hard to get. So there are certain springtime beers. This is when you start getting the lighter beers. You're coming out of the heavy season and I look forward to it, like a good Rubius or something like that. So how about yourself?
Those are actually all fantastic. I would love to have those again. I can't wait. But I'm going to be looking for Freedom Lemonade. I am so obsessed with it. I've been craving it since Revolution gave us some, and I drink all mine. So I looked it up on their beer finder on the website, and there's only 2 locations near me. There's one up here, and then one in Knox, Indiana, where they have Freedom Lemonade. So I have to travel to get some, but that's the one beer that I'm going to look for here soon and get a nice, inventory of it, because it's one thing I expect to be enjoying all spring and summer.
Definitely. Recently we did get a box from Seamus Dever. We got a bunch of autographed Castle stuff from him. And
did we really?
Oh yeah, autographed pictures, hats, T-shirts. There's even, I think, a bag of coffee that was Castle related.
Whoa. Dude, that was a great episode. I wasn't a part of that, but Seamus Dever was awesome. He was a great listen. He was easy to listen to.
Oh yeah.
You love that with a guest when they're just easy and free flowing and they can go off anything that you say, and it's very easy. There's some interviews where you have to pry stuff out of people and it can get tedious and stuff, but he sounded like he was an incredible interview.
Yeah, I could tell he had a good time.
Yeah. Jordan, you were the same.
But not until Darren got there.
Darren you have to pry stuff out of, which is great. Darren was funny as hell on that episode. But yes, I'm looking forward to the future, with us.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot going on. I mean, I know we're coming back to talking about the podcast, but do we want to announce other stuff that's going on?
Yeah. What about we take a quick little break and we'll do the next beer and we'll keep talking.
All righty.
Looking for a cool craft beer bar? Hop Station Craft Bar has over 30 rotating taps and hundreds of bottles and cans to enjoy. They also do can purchases for carryout. Not a fan of beer? Well, you're in luck because they have a unique cocktail menu as well. So come enjoy the arcade games, dart boards, and the pool table. Oh, did we forget to mention the food? Whether you want street tacos or delicious pizza, you can't go wrong. With the outdoor patio, it won't be hard for you to find the perfect spot to relax. So head down to Hop Station, the #1 craft beer bar in Indiana. You'll find them on 318 Union Street, Mishawaka, Indiana.
These decade-old journals have a friend when I can't sleep in the middle of the night. As I'm turning pages, I'm just trying to make sense how I've come so far from this life. It's just poetry, therapeutic to a teen, getting lost in the pages with thought. The anomaly of believing in a dream, scribbled on all the pages, and I see myself on every line within that notebook. I'm reminded why I see myself on every line within that damn book. I'm reminded why I had to escape hell.
A little taste of Heavy on the Heart there. Welcome back. You got something for us here, buddy?
Yes, so do you want me to...
No, it's the same information. Now we're just drinking a different flavor.
We're going to move on to a different flavor. Cantaritos by Jarrittos, pineapple, hard soda, 5% alcohol. Just reminding you, we're drinking a 12-ounce bottle. So we're moving on to the pineapple. Let's try it out, see what we think. We did like the mandarin. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Now let's see what the pineapple says. Hello, pineapple.
Definitely smells of pineapple.
Hit the back of my throat on accident, so let me try again.
Uh-huh.
Very delicious. I'm not a huge pineapple juice guy, like a pineapple flavor.
It does taste like pineapple juice.
I know.
Like from a can. Like you just
Yeah.
you get all the chunks out and you just get that juice left from the can.
I think what I like about it is that it's pineapple juice but carbonated. I love carbonation. It's one of my favorite nations, and that's
Not
just
the nomination.
it's just delicious. So we're gonna enjoy this, and then we're gonna move on. We're gonna do part 2 of Pub Talk. We're still continuing that. I know some of you out there are probably wondering, hey, where's Honer? Well, Honer is at Chili's right now drinking margaritas. He said he's almost done and he'll be here soon. What a jerk. All right, so let's move on. So what were we going to say before? We did want to mention a few things about the podcast, and then I swear we're done talking about our future and stuff. We're going to hold a dart tournament, and that's almost concrete, right?
The tournament is concrete. The date and who's going to be the beer takeover hasn't been settled.
Gotcha. So keep an eye out on our social media. We'll have a post about it, and then sign-ups and all that. So if you're really interested in playing darts, just for fun, just going to Hop Station and drinking some beers and playing some darts. Hosted by us.
Hop Station, and whatever brewery that's going to be the tap takeover. We're hoping that every entrant gets something. It's going to be single elimination, but it's a best of 3 on your match. And there will be a small fee to get into it, but all the money goes to the prize pool. Like we're not making any money off this. It's just hosting a nice little dart tournament. Everyone and if you don't play darts, come out and watch and have fun, drink, and talk to us and enjoy Hop Station and the beer takeover.
Yeah, and who knows, if we can get enough people, we can keep doing things like this, especially with Hop Station, which is one of our partners, our ads, our sponsors. So that would be awesome, just to do some more stuff with them.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So DM us if you want to play, so we can have an idea of how many teams we're going to run. We do have some feelers out there. Quite a few people have said that they'd be interested.
And it's blind doubles too. So you're just going to get a partner. You can bring your partner, but you may not be together.
Yeah, and this is not going to be hosted by Dilts or anything like that. So there's no cap, no ranking. It's whoever joins, whoever comes in and plays, you're allowed to. There's no rules, I guess.
Oh, well, no cheating.
Yeah, no cheating. Don't step over that line, the Aki.
That's right. I got a sword and I'll cut some toes.
Yeah, we will have referees there. But let's move on to some more pop culture. WWE, we're big fans over here, Bruce and I.
Yeah, that's right.
So WrestleMania season is over. The Rock, the final boss, failed in keeping the title on Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes is now the champion. And it's been, about a month since WrestleMania. What do you think about Cody Rhodes' run right now so far? Because what I'm hearing, and I keep up with it, what I'm hearing is that it's been kind of boring. Would you agree, or what do you think?
I think it's not boring. I just think some of the people who are taking time off are the people you thought you'd go right into a program. And so, I'm not really big on the program they're going to have him go for. I don't really think it's his fault, but the biggest heel you have left now that Roman's gone is just right back into the bloodline. So they don't have, and they're not putting him in there with Drew. I think that would be a great great program. But again, right? So so this is kind of stalling. I can't even remember. He just had a title. He just signed a contract to wrestle somebody, but
I think it was AJ Styles.
AJ Styles. So I love AJ. I think he's going to be good, but it's not what I was looking for. There's no build up to it. It's just okay, we'll just wrestle and have a contract signing for it.
Yeah,
that's a booking thing and not an his fault. It's a book. I think it's a booking problem.
Yeah, I think, man, leading up to WrestleMania, that was just great with The Rock, Roman Reigns. They're just two total badasses, and then Cody, the ultimate superhero, and
what do you think?
It's
would you like the swerve of Becky winning because Rhea getting hurt and not going to live?
I like it. I've always been a fan of Becky Lynch. I just bought her book, by the way. Well, my girlfriend bought me that book, The Man. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to start that, but they
did this big build up that Liv injured Rhea and she was going to take everything from her, and then she doesn't get the title. I hear it's more of a numbers thing because Becky's contract is coming up, and So if she's got the belt on her, to be more inclined to re-up, especially with Steph now on the injured table on there. So it's more along those lines.
Yeah, I don't see her leaving though either.
No, but maybe,
But you also got to think that there are so many injuries right now, especially on Raw. So they need big
Dom
names.
is out now.
They need big names.
Judgment Day is decimated.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They don't really have star power, so putting it on Becky Lynch, who is probably your biggest star, even though you're trying to build new stars, Becky Lynch is your biggest star. You might as well just have her run the women's division until everybody gets back and healthy.
Though they did tease with Dom before. I don't know if he's leaving TV. He's hurt, but I don't know if he's leaving TV. But like he and Liv went like eye to eye, and they cut on there, and she said she was going to take everything.
Yeah, I think that'd be funny because she failed at getting the title, but she still has another chance with.
Did you take Poppy?
Yeah, with Dom. I don't know. That's gonna be interesting. I have to keep up and watch, and I do like what Solo Sikoa is doing on SmackDown though with Tama Tonga.
Mm-hmm.
Is that his name?
What about the draft? A lot of feedback from the draft being disappointing so far because, day one was all on SmackDown. They brought people out, legends and things like that, and no one's really getting switched on shows. And
yeah, that's kind of dumb.
What's the point of the draft then? Like I thought the draft was to move it up.
Are they doing it on Raw tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah, they'll be doing it on Raw as well. Yeah.
Well, maybe there'll be some changes there, but yeah.
But your big people are the ones who drop on day one, right? So, there's no moves.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. Because, like I said, there's so many injuries right now. Who do you really go to? I think they need to move Orton.
I think he already got picked to stay. So.
Oh, did he? Damn.
It's first picks, man. You got to think about that.
So Cody's on SmackDown still.
Well, no, Cody is a title person, so he's undisputed.
Whatever. Oh, he can't be chosen, but he was on Raw. Now he's moved to SmackDown.
Whatever, yeah. So one of the not the tag titles. The women's tag team is not show based; it's total based or something like that.
Right. They can go to NXT.
Yeah.
They've been doing that for a while. What about the new titles, though? They look cool. The new tag titles?
Yeah.
I like that they split them up. I always thought it was dumb that someone had to carry two belts the whole time. Like when Roman was doing that with the two titles, and they merged them.
Chris Jericho got a belt back. He hasn't had a belt in a while.
Oh, yeah. We're talking
the fighter belt.
AEW?
Yeah.
FTW belt championship.
Mm-hmm.
Which that means fuck the world. Yeah, what do you think about AEW?
I still like it. I do agree. I don't agree a lot with Kevin Nash, but he's been out in the social medias lately talking about how he looks at AEW and he has no problems with any of them, other than the fact that he's like, there's still indie guys who don't have gyms. So they're not, now that they have a thing, get in the gym. I think he said their butt crack is the only cut part on their body.
Oh my God.
So he's like, they need to, he's like, he named two wrestlers. I don't know, but one was a really big guy and then Orange Cassidy, and there was Orange Cassidy. He's like, you're telling me I just don't buy it. Just to buy it for half the match. Orange Cassidy, didn't even have his hands out. He's just like, and he was even driving. He's like, I like the Bucks, but they're no longer the Bucks. They're getting a little pudgy. They're not. And he was like, Chris was doing a program with somebody who he's like, Chris could beat this guy without even wrestling, and maybe he's got an end game because he's doing his own booking on this. Maybe he's like, overall, he's like, it just seems a little lost. But I do give points to AEW. Tony Khan took a pile driver, and he show up on NFL draft day in the war room with the ring on his neck still.
Yeah, I did see that. That was good. That's part of the business, man. But I also saw that he was like moving it around like nothing, like it wasn't hurting or anything. He wasn't actually sitting straight, which is whatever. I mean, you can live the gimmick, but you don't have to always. You have your life to live. My problem with AEW is probably not what Nash is saying, but like the storylines I can't keep up with. Really, they're just not interesting to me. And then people just get thrown in random matches that don't mean anything, or maybe they do. I don't know, but like take Swerve for example. He just won, and then his first title defense, I think it was his first one, was against Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah.
I love Claudio. Cesaro, loved him. He's awesome. That's cool. They're doing a championship match, but didn't Claudio just lose to Will Ospreay like the last week? Why is he getting a world championship
because
match?
Will Ospreay hurt Daniel Bryan in their match?
Yeah, but you're just gonna give him a championship
Hey,
match?
who knows? I mean, they are believers in the win-loss ratio. Maybe Claudio's win-loss ratio is better.
But I don't get it because like Will Ospreay beat Claudio, and now Will Ospreay's going after a lesser title, the International Championship, while Claudio gets a championship match, a world championship match. That kind of stuff happens all the time. It doesn't make sense to me. So it's really hard to keep up with. It's just so random and jumbled, and I don't know. But let's move on.
I will say they do give their women a lot of time, though.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Not that all the wrestling is great, but some of it's been pretty good.
They do have a good women's division. Still interested to see how Sasha Banks does over there. I know she just pretty much just doing interviews and stuff, right? Like
Did you see her shout out The Rock saying he stole her bid? It's the final boss. She's the boss.
Well, she's not the boss anymore, though. She left. Now she's the CEO. So, no, I'm excited to see what she does. I don't know. So far, I haven't really been impressed by her promos or anything. But I think she's one of those talents, though, that you just have to, like... Yeah, when she's on, you got to watch. But let's move on from wrestling. We got one more thing before we finish these beers and move on. Outdoor activity ideas for spring now that the weather is going to warm up. There's 75 of these, so I'm going to try to skip through the bad ones.
Let's just do some of them.
All right, let's do all of them. Would you do this? Plant a spring garden.
No.
The next one says, see the cherry blossoms.
I mean, I guess I'll see them if I drive by them.
Okay, here's one. Have a picnic at the park. Now, if you're telling me I can bring some Jarrittos, I'm down.
I do a picnic. This spring is a good time for a picnic. I don't like summer picnics because for the most part that means it's
Too
humid and hot and you're outside and then you mosquito. It's just not a good time. No.
What about go for a run?
Maybe like 20 years ago.
Yeah, not anymore. Play softball.
Sure, I'd play softball.
Yeah.
Right person to ask. My knees would be mad at me for the next couple of days, but yeah, I'd do it.
Would you play in a league or just like a one-off game?
If I knew I had the time, I'd definitely play in a league, but I think right now my gut answer would just be a 1 or 2 off game kind of thing.
Ride a bike.
Sure.
Enjoy the spring weather at an outdoor cafe or outdoor brewery. That's something.
Oh, well, let's see. I'm not a huge... I know I just said I would do a spring picnic because that's the time to do it. I'm not a big fan of eating outside. I would like to control my food environment. Now, if it's just drinking outside on a porch and having fun and you ate your food on the table inside and you came back out, definitely. I can drink outside. That's, no problem. Just
So maybe just go for drinks.
Yeah.
Go somewhere to eat and then go somewhere with the patio and drink. You play golf?
I used to. I would like to again, but yes.
My girlfriend likes golf, and so I told her that we could go, but I don't care for it. It's definitely a sport that you have to do and practice to get better. I think that's with all sports, but this one in particular, the fact that you have to pay for every time to practice, at least I don't have anywhere to play.
Okay, but if you have a backyard, you could practice your short
I
game.
do not. I don't have a big enough backyard for that.
You
But
go play some putt-putt.
there you go. Play some putt on your butt. How about take a picture of nature?
I guess I would. I mean, if I saw something cool that deserved to, me to whip out my phone and take a picture of it, sure. But I would just rather like go hiking than like I'm going out in the wilderness to look for pictures. That's not what I'm doing. I'm going out in the wilderness because, there's trails or whatever, and you're just like having a nice little hike. Sure.
Mix up a pitcher of margaritas.
Does it have to be spring for this?
I know that's all
That's
year
year
round.
round.
Eat jelly beans.
I
Make
mean,
deviled eggs.
I don't like deviled eggs.
I know.
Jelly
That's why
beans
I
is a
said it.
spring thing, but we're kind of past it now. So,
Listen to the rain.
I mean, you can listen to the rain anytime it rains.
This is an article by realsimple.com.
Yeah, it's real simple.
Watch bumblebees at work in a garden.
Man, I would get so bored.
I know. I just killed some wasps the other day. I got to clean my gutters next. And I don't think they've been cleaned in like 2 years.
Nice. Get a nice skinny trowel.
It's going to be fun.
Pressure wash that bitch.
Doing that Thursday. Seek out a rainbow. I'm going to go looking for a rainbow.
You're just going to keep driving until you find one?
It's not even raining out or anything.
Then slide down it and get that leprechaun.
Listen to the birds singing.
I mean, every morning I wake up, I hear the birds. I could put them on the radio, I guess, too. Or
Here's one. Go bare-legged. Bare-legged.
bear.
So wear shorts.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, okay.
Feel the sun on your face.
I just thought maybe it was just saying, let's go Pooh Bear it or something. Just wear a shirt. That's it.
Feel the sun on your face.
Okay. Well, I'm a ginger, so I definitely feel the sun when it hits my face.
Leave your windows open to catch a spring breeze.
Oh, my windows don't close 365 days of the year. We have them even open in the wintertime.
You're just not a spring man.
No, so it is open already. I'm just saying they're open already.
Pet a bunny.
Like they let you get close.
See all the Oscar-winning movies.
Just randomly in the spring, it's Oscar time.
Send someone other than your mom a Mother's Day card.
So another mother?
Yeah.
My wife? Sure.
Yeah. Wear comfortable open-toed shoes.
So sandals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buy a colorful umbrella.
Is that saying that you didn't have an umbrella to begin with and you just like, let's get a colorful one? Or like,
Yeah.
I already have an umbrella, but I got to get a colorful one.
They just assume.
All right, I think it's time to it's time to end this.
There's more. They just assume that your umbrella is like plain. Get caught in a spring shower.
Okay.
Enjoy a candle or soap scented like spring. Think fresh grass or lilacs.
I do like lilacs when they bloom.
Lie down in a hammock and watch the clouds go by.
I do that in the summertime and the fall.
Go stargazing.
That's a good one too. You can do that anytime too.
Read a book outdoors.
I do that I guess I do that in the winter. I don't do that in the wintertime.
Create a centerpiece with flowering branches
No.
or pussy willows.
No.
And last one, do yoga on the grass.
I guess I should do yoga to get myself nice and stretched, especially if I'm going to be playing softball, but no.
And that was 75 things you can do this spring.
All right, so what did we think about mandarin and pineapple?
So the mandarin, I think, was better than the pineapple. I'm starting to get a headache. And like you said, if you haven't get a headache, maybe it's just because this hat might be on too tight, but the pineapple tasted good. I think the mandarin's better. I would give these both. I would give the mandarin a 4 and the pineapple 3.75.
I'm about a 3.75 for both. I liked them for different reasons, but they didn't hit the great mark. I think they're very good. I think if it was hotter, if it was mid-June, July, I think I'd like them a lot more.
Yeah.
But
That initial taste is great, but then it's getting to the bottom of the glass. It's starting to get a little hard.
so let's move into our next ad.
Do you want to find a hidden gem in the Midwest craft beer scene? If so, your search is over. The Niles Brewing Company is a nano brewery that produces some of the finest craft beer in the Midwest, with several award-winning brews and more to come, thanks to the expertise of master brewer Brandon Townsley. Be sure to check Facebook and Instagram for updates on upcoming events. On Sundays, you can enjoy a delectable brunch collaborated with Jim's Smokin' Cafe from noon to 2 p.m., accompanied by mimosa and Bloody Mary flight specials all day long.
The brewery is located in Niles, Michigan, which features a social district downtown where patrons can enjoy their drinks outside on the sidewalk of Niles. For those seeking exceptional food, outstanding beers, and events that offer great company and entertainment, Niles Brewing Company is located at 206 East Main Street, Niles, Michigan, 49120. It is the ideal destination.
I've been having trouble paying attention these days. It's like the lights are on, but the thoughts took off the day. What was that you say? Lately nothing's wrong yet, I can't help but think in an upset, anxious way. It's all in your brain, it's all in your brain. I believe in things that no one can explain. The universe speaks in the most unsubtle way. It can lead you to the water, but it's you who has to drink. It can lead you to the thought, but it's you who has to think. I'm picking up the pieces.
And that's Heavy on the Heart again. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, what are we breaking into for our final flavor of Jarrittos by Cantaritos?
One of the things I like to do is punch people.
Ooh, not very hard.
Even better when I can get it in the fruit version. We're trying the fruit punch. Cantaritos.
Smells good.
I'm going to do my first taste. What about you, brother?
Doing it right now. Wow. There's so much fruit that it kind of overpowers itself. I don't know if I could call it. I mean, it's a soda and it's fruity, but I can't really put a finger on anything. I don't know.
I can't either. That's
Very
why.
muddled flavor.
Yeah, I'm getting that too. And it's like not a fruit punch, but it's a fruit knockout. A fruit kick.
I just did like when you at the end, it picked up. I got a little bit more on that, a little lime, but the syrup is so strong on this one.
I'm not getting any flavor, really. It's like I don't know what to explain.
Yeah, you just know it is fruity, but like you can't say what fruit or what kind of fruits put it together other than it's red, but that's probably dye.
Yeah. Damn, I was excited for this one too. I'm not really enjoying it.
The other two so far were far better.
Yeah, I agree with that. So maybe it'll get different once we finish the glass, but
Maybe, but
not too hype for this.
just like last time, my draft here is going to be better than yours.
My yahee. It is what it is, hope. This is Top Shelf, and we're doing a draft style again. This time it's Mexican food and drinks. So pretty much building your dream plate, but draft style means that it's once a item has been chosen, you cannot choose it again, or it cannot be chosen again. Chosen.
Yeah, go for it. Who's going first? This is your
This
segment.
is mine. So obviously, I have to go with the carne asada steak tacos.
So just tacos. You're taking tacos.
Oh, so you're not gonna go specific?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah, tacos, but carne asada,
All right.
Mexican style, but with shredded white cheese
Ooh.
on flour.
I'm going to take all things in a Mexican food and let's see what's tough. I think I could take an alcohol. I'm going to take an alcohol first.
Damn.
I'm going to take just any tequila-based drinks.
You can't do that. It's gotta be specific.
Fine, I'm going to take a margarita. I'm going to take margs.
I got you on that one.
And then it's snake draft, so don't get ahead of yourself here. My number 2. I'm gonna bring in. I'm gonna take burritos. I love a good burrito across the board, so I'm gonna take burritos.
It's a good solid choice right there.
I do love a good a pork burrito. Like can't think of it right now. Beef. Nah, that's beer. Beef birra is good too. But like I like carnitas. You know, a good pork one.
If I'm going alcoholic drink, since margarita is gone, I'm gonna go tequila sunrise.
Okay.
I enjoy a good tequila sunrise. I haven't had one.
I like those orange juice and a little grenadine, and then the tequila.
More of a morning drink, but we keep writing over each other. My third one would be a steak quesadilla.
Quesadillas, then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For my third round. All right. You already took tacos. I'm gonna take chiles rellenas. I love a good stuffed pepper that's breaded and fried. I'm gonna take that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna take mole. I don't know if you're a big mole fan.
I don't know.
I'm taking mole. I love a good mole, and that does not include guac mole.
I don't think I've ever had it.
It's like it's hard to. It's the best way that you would understand it. It's like a brown chocolate sauce, but it's not chocolate, but like just kind of a. It's very good. Okay. All right, you're number 4.
Oh man, I love a good torta, but let's not go there.
I mean, you got 4 and 5 back to back here, so.
You got to go Spanish rice. I think.
Okay, rice.
What else?
So
I got tacos, tequila sunrise, quesadilla, Spanish rice, and I'm gonna.
Sounds like you're just making a plate.
That's what I'm doing. And then I'll probably go with Modelo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So tequila sunrise, I'm gonna get tired of after a couple. I move on to beer, and Modelo is where it's at.
Well, this is a tough for me. There's lots of things that need to be on this list, but this is what I'm going to take for my last pick. And I thought we'd be a little bit deeper because we'd have, Honer here to like steal some stuff and we have to go deep. But I can't not have it. I got to have like the Mexican street corn. Corn of, corn on the cob with the tahini, the tortilla cheese, cilantro on that bitch, salt, pepper, it's so good. And I do prefer it on like all wrapped up on the cob other than cut up. Elote. Elote is good too, when it's like, but it's the same thing. When I say street, but I prefer it still all, on the cob and over that fire,
That was your 5?
That's my 5.
What was your 4? Oh, mole. So I'm going to take my rice out and put...
Nah, that's not how drafts work. The NFL draft, excuse me.
Well, so I got a free agent on the sidelines.
You want to if we're doing... if you want to go 6, then I go 6, and then you go 6.
Go 6 then, damn it.
All right. He's desperate. He needs a 6th one. Okay, so what didn't make my cut that now needs to come in there?
That's what she said.
I mean, I hate that you took all tacos because
I just said carne asada. You're the one that made me.
I know, but like that's how it makes it work. Makes it have a little drama. You're taking things away and stuff like that. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'll do a good seafood fajita.
That doesn't count.
Why doesn't that count?
Yeah, it does.
Seafood fajitas.
Like shrimp.
Shrimp. Sometimes they have fish versions of it and stuff like that. But yeah, that way I can still almost get a taco.
Yeah. So just recently, my girlfriend has been cutting up cucumbers and putting tahini on it, and oh man, it's such a delicious snack.
Oh yeah,
because normally I don't like cucumbers by themselves, but when you put that tahini on there,
cucumbers are so refreshing, man. I don't know why you don't like cucumbers.
Delicioso.
My favorite Gatorade is the cucumber lime one.
That's so cool. I don't like that. Cucumber what?
Cucumber lime.
Oh, I never had it.
It's one of their lines
I've
of
had-
Mexican flavors. They have like 3 or 4 different.
I've had a cucumber beer before.
Yeah, well, it's the pickle beer from Urban
Wasn't bad.
Artifact.
No, this was like cucumber.
Well, that's what the pickle beer is from Urban Artifact. It's cucumber and dill. It's not actual pickles.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And it has like a little light touch. Cucumber water. You ever have that?
Yeah, that's refreshing as fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Never had that. I just seen what the movie The Other Guys, and they're like really hype about the cucumber water when they go to the guys.
Well, they're actually hype about any kind of water when they keep going back to that guy's office. And he gets taken away. He just wanted to get what water is next.
Yeah, that
I love that movie.
that's one of my favorites. It's like I put it on before bed sometimes, but you know you can quote the whole movie. It's so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
ORB. No, LRB.
Little River Band. Yeah. Did you just say America as you hit the gas? Yeah.
Oh, you never know my high school girlfriend. You know, just she wasn't all that good looking. She did something called like I don't know, like Melrose Place or something like that.
Yeah.
Heather Hockley.
Yeah. Oh, you know her? Dude, it's such a good movie. I could talk about that movie for days, bro. Gator don't take no shit. Yeah. What's the beginning of the movie when they're first getting to know each other and Will Ferrell's typing up, let's have a good day. It's 9:10 a.m. Let's have a good, productive day. Shut the hell up. Man, why is everybody yelling?
Have you done your desk pop yet? Everyone's got to do a desk pop.
That doesn't sound real. Oh, yeah, it's absolutely real.
Absolutely. Wait, hey, when did you do your desk pop? Oh, that was like 6 months ago.
Yeah. And he does it. I did it my first desk pop. Oh, it's not a real thing? That movie's epic.
And he gives him that wood gun. And then, like, the bad guys take it from him. And then, like, they give it back to him. They put, like, a wood finish on it. They, like, made it better.
You want to piss him off? Take away his calculator. You want to make him angry. There's another scene that I just absolutely love. It's when he goes to the ballet class to confront his girlfriend, and he's saying, "You're a dirty hooker with dancing for dollar bills." It's like, this is ballet, and then who's this guy? And it's like her dance partner, and then he starts doing the dance.
Well, she's like, if it's so easy, you know, you can do it. It's so easy, I can do it. And he just whips it out.
And then he does it.
See?
And she's like, wow, that was actually really good. And they walk down, and he goes, yeah, when I was younger, we learned ballet to make fun of the other kids. You learned ballet to make fun of the kids?
You shot Jeter? Yankee Clipper.
You shot Jeter.
That's why they call you Yankee Clipper.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's so good. So many quotables in that movie. That's 10/10 for me.
You think we can make it? Yeah. They jump off the building.
Aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes.
Yeah. All right, that was Top Shelf.
If you didn't know anything about that movie, wouldn't you have been like so disappointed when you went to the theater and like, oh, Sam Jackson, The Rock's in this for 5.5 minutes?
Yes. I remember watching it in theaters, though. I was at the Triway, and I watched it for the first time, and man, I did not like it. And then I gave it another shot when it came out on DVD, and I bought it, and I was like, okay, I'll give it another shot.
It does grow on you. Like,
And
you know, like the parts about like, you know, like the tuna would make a breathing apparatus of kelp and attack the lions on land.
Yeah. I think the comedy's just so dry, I think, the delivery of them. And so it catches you off guard when you first watch it, but then you give it a legit shot. It's fucking hilarious. At least to me.
What was like your hybrid? It's the Toyota one. What's the Prius? Your Prius was like Stinky Mike and the Boys.
Yeah. No, it's Dirty Mike and the Boys. Search for the Love Shack. Dirty Mike and the Boys. Hilarious. That's so good.
All right, so like, hey everybody, thanks for listening. Stay sexy out there, and you know, drink within reason. Get a Uber or a taxi if you're drinking too much. You don't want to. We don't condone that stuff. And again, thanks. Big shout outs to our premium subscribers and Jordan Mullins, Heavy on the Heart. Our upcoming guests. We talked about all that stuff. Hey, and thanks Jarrittos for even making these things. Let's talk about the fruit punch before we go out though. So I'm going to give this one a 3. It's drinkable. It's still good. I just don't. I spend too much time trying to figure out what flavor it is than actually trying to enjoy it. And it's super syrupy compared to the other ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 2.75. I don't think it was great, and it could be because I'm too deep, and maybe all this sugar is just like.
Maybe.
I'm gonna give it another shot somewhere down the line, but as of right now, after 2 of them, this is my 3rd one. I'm gonna say 2.75. Like you said, I can't figure out the flavor. It's drinkable. You can drink it. I'm gonna get through this, but I don't know. I was just expecting more, I guess.
All right, there you have it. So we're gonna play a little bit more of "Heavy on the Heart" to go out because we don't have Honer to rap. So here's "Heavy on the Heart."